Obviously, this is a very sad day. Everyone found out that David Bowie passed away yesterday.
One-of-a-kind singer, songwriter, actor, fashion icon, mad genius, who also had one of the greatest senses of humor of anyone I've ever met. We would actually email each other jokes every now and then. And he was brilliant and sharp and dark and funny. We were just talking about him last week. Yeah. We wished him a happy birthday, showed a clip from his video, and now he's not with us.
It's been a rough week.
And we are just getting word that actor Alan Rickman has died. Rickman, best known for his roles in Harry Potter and Die Hard.
Within just the span of 4 days, we lost two of our biggest British icons. Whenever a celebrity or an artist dies, we inevitably do the same things.
Rickman was just 69 years old.
One lady just placing another bouquet of flowers. The candles are lit and glitter sprinkled on the ground
because
as they pay tribute
David
to this
Bowie
iconic
has meant
singer
a
and
lot to me
songwriter.
since I was a little child.
We write statuses or make videos.
My favourite man in the world, really. I don't know if I'm being stupid by crying over him or not, but...
Why is it we grieve so deeply for people we've never even met?
We're going to turn now to a major loss in the music world tonight. The gifted singer Amy Winehouse.
Kurt Cobain was the lead singer of the group Nirvana.
Australian-born actor came to huge prominence after his powerful performance in the film Brokeback Mountain.
Whitney Houston has died. Grammy-winning entertainer, 48 years old.
Paul Walker of the Fast and Furious franchise killed in a car crash, and he was just 40 years old.
Michael Jackson has died, 50 years old, from Gary, Indiana. Our MSNBC coverage, of course, is going to continue. And again, a very dramatic and big story, perhaps as big as they get.
The tragic death of actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, a performer who was known for his extraordinary range. He was also known for his honesty about the struggles he faced away from the public eye.
I was hit particularly hard with the death of Robin Williams.
Kristen, thanks. We have just received word from the West Coast, tragic, devastating word, that Robin Williams has been confirmed dead. He was 63 years old.
When I heard the news, I was inconsolable. I didn't really understand it at first, why it hurt so bad to lose someone who was a stranger. That wasn't until I started examining what Robin Williams meant to me personally. Growing up, I didn't have sports like other kids. I had movies. My Wayne Gretzky, my Michael Jordan was Robin Williams. Some of my earliest memories are of me sitting on the living room floor watching his movies with my family. I would become transfixed. His stand-up, his movies. He was one of the first people that I started to realize that making people laugh was a gift. It could be a tool. It could diffuse situations. An especially helpful technique for someone who is prone to getting picked on. So much of my childhood and my tastes in comedy and film were informed by this man that I had never met. So when he died, it felt like part of my history, part of what made me me, died with him. That's why I think anyone mourns artists. We don't choose how specific things are going to relate to us or affect us, but the fact of the matter is that good art does.
No, we're not homosexual, but we are willing to learn.
Artists and their work are woven into the fabric of our past. We may never have met them in person, but that doesn't mean that they're not important to us or they haven't had a massive impact on our lives. They inspire and inform who we are, or who we want to be. But we forget that they're human too. When we lose one, it reminds us of our own mortality. Sadly, everything must come to an end. Even our heroes. But it's not all bleak. Their genius doesn't come from nowhere.
You have always resisted any notion that this creativity that you have comes from any sort of dysfunctional.
If you know where to look, it has deep roots.
Or madness out of family.
I think being an artist in any way, any nature, is a kind of a sign of a certain kind of dysfunction, a social dysfunctionalism anyway. It's an extraordinary thing to want to do, to express yourself in such rarefied terms.
Those that inspire had inspiration.
Jonathan Winters is the reason I became a comedian. I remember watching him with my father. And when he was on the Jack Parr show, Jonathan was playing a great white hunter, and Jack asked him, he said, "What do you hunt?" And Jonathan said, "I hunt squirrels." And Jack said, "How do you do that?" He said, "I aim for their little nuts."
Well, both of those great actors. I mean, Ralph Richardson, I couldn't tell where the acting was. How did I come to this?
Not again.
I played Richard III. The question is, who are you?
Art begets more art.
Okay, let's get serious for a moment here, okay?
Our heroes will always pass, and it'll always hurt.
I pay tribute to a man who inspired my career. That is correct. If you haven't heard about David Bowie, then look him up.
But they'll never truly be gone.
He changed my life. He showed me that it was okay to be different.
Because there always will be some little boy or little girl sitting in their living room, transfixed.
And he's the first rebel heart that I laid eyes on.
Getting inspired. And in that way,
you ready?
they'll live on forever.